Viewers, welcome to my vlog, and today we are vlogging outdoors. Now I'm going to show you, this is our front garden on the island. This is quite a change from what we had because we've had a lot of snow in the last couple of weeks, and this snow that we had, you can maybe see a bit of it on the side of the road when I turn the camera around, but it's gone like in 24 hours. It's just amazing. So today it's 10 degrees, a bit of showery weather, and we have some wind on the mountain today. So I'm just going to turn this around again and show you some of our neighborhood, our palm tree. Now this white you see over here is still snow lying along the side of the road. Big Magnolia tree, which is up here, and our palm, Trachycarpus fortunei. So this is some of our front yard and our gardens here on Mount Zuhalem, in Maple Bay, on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Here's a happy guy. He kind of reminds me of Jim Carrey a little bit, this guy. He sits in our garden. Kind of neat. And you'll see a lot of other plants that stay green here year-round, like there's a little fern that's shoved in between the rocks here. This is a cordyline here. It's kind of, well, it's borderline here on the island, and the cold weather really got to it. I can tell it may not have survived, even though we had some snow cover. And I'm just going to take you, we have lots of rocks. These are all rocks from the mountain, kind of like volcanic rock. And they're used in many gardens here and to hold the dirt back, which this is holding our neighbor's yard back from where we live. And in this area right here, these are what's left of the huge banana plants, but they'll come back again. And these banana plants grow way up here, 12 to 14 feet high. It's quite amazing. And going down the steps. Now our home on the mountain here has a huge terrace garden out behind that we're working diligently at, trying to make it look very nice. And you may not be able to tell, but right here I'm actually walking downstairs. Green grass area here, but we have steps here that take us to another garden down here. A couple of interesting little fellas here that you can see that keep watch over our garden. And here again, huge banana plants. Once it starts coming out in March and April, these banana plants will be way up here. This is another magnolia. This magnolia tree is called Victoria magnolia, and it flowers, of course, and the banana plants come way up higher than that. You can see some of the view in the background of well, there should be the mountains there. It's misty, and this mist you see here is Kwamijin Lake. So, here's our little friend. I call this Angel Hollyhock. Made her years ago, and she hangs on our garden fence. Hello, Hollyhock. And then we move into our downstairs patio area here, our seating area. Did I mention it's 10 degrees here on the island today? So it's quite nice. Some sunshine supposedly coming as we get closer to the weekend. Now, right here, this is a catch basin for the water, which comes up that way from the highermost parts of the mountain. In the summer, this is totally dry, but this time of year, it's quite full, this catch basin. And again, over here, this is Kwamijin Lake, all underneath these clouds. You can see a little bit of one mountain over here. Mount Prevost is up in this area. It's a double-humped mountain. And then if we turn this way to our back terraced yard, in this little dip, right here, we see the mainland north of Vancouver and the ski hills that are lit up at night in the coastal mountains. So let me take you out a little bit farther now. This is our deck area, which is kind of like what I like to refer to it as a viewing area, which I had my brother build for us. And it gives us the opportunity to step out here over top of our terrace gardens. Now, I don't know whether you can see that from the angle here, but this is actually quite steep down to this road behind. This is all our property all along here. So we're building this terrace garden. Here's a seagull. This seagull is made of cement, and he keeps watch over the garden, and he lights up at night. So even at nighttime, you can see this seagull looking out over our property. It's kind of neat. So you can see how high up we are. We're at 210 meters on Mount Zuhalem in Maple Bay. Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Can't remember the Canada. And I'm going to show you a little bit of our gardens here. Now again, over this way and to the right, Maple Bay is right there in the ocean. It's just kind of to the right behind these trees. We don't see it from our property, but let me tell you for sure that it is there. And a few more gardens here. And we have a few things that, you know, stays green and heather. So this burgundy plant is heather. We have it in burgundy and white as well, but I'm not sure where that is. I can't remember. I don't see it. But a lot of these are ready to come into bloom. There's a big dogwood tree. And this flowers big, huge, beautiful flowers in the spring. And back into our yard here again. You can see, so this is a level I'm standing on here. Another level you can walk on here. And there's another level at the bottom here. So even though to you it may look flat in the video, it's actually all terraced all the way down. Favorite spot to sit in this bench. You sit here and you watch the sunsets that come up here over top of Mount Prevost. It's just gorgeous. So it's a great view, as you can see. And our fencing down there, which kind of gives us the sensation that that's where our yard ends, even though it goes beyond that fence, but it's very, very steep. So we've decided just to confine our gardening to the fence up to the house in this terraced area. So again, this is Vancouver Island in January. Probably if you're in other parts of Canada or outside the country, you think of us being under ice and snow year-round. Not the case here in the Cowichan Valley on Vancouver Island. There's another Trachycarpus fortunei, another palm right here. It's right by our little deck area. And I'll come here under our little garden trellis again. Here's a plant that I quite like called New Zealand flax here. Stays green all year. And if I take you up top on either side of our gate, these two plants up here are also New Zealand flax. Some of my favorite plants. And we'll take you a little view here of our palm. Now these palms are very young, but they grow about a foot a year. So they'll have some growing to do still. And you can see some more of our greenery down over here. So that's basically what our weather and what some of the vegetation around our house that we call Palm Villa is on Vancouver Island. Again, going up the stairs on this side. And we also have stairs that take us down here. And this entire decking area my brother built for us back last year. So you can see that we have more plants in this area here. And down here too. Now some of these plants are in flower. If you see this one down here, it all has red berries on it. I think that's called a skimia. And this is a laurel, a Russian laurel right here. It actually has all kinds of buds on it. It's getting ready to flower. As a friend of ours says here on the island, spring starts on the island January the 1st. Most years. This year, not so much with the snow we've had the last 2 weeks and the cold temperatures, but it looks like everything has survived from what I'm looking at. You see the little birdies down on the fence down here? Down here. Oh, there he is flying by. We have a bird feeder that there's tons and tons of birds around it. And in this area down over here, we have a family of quail. There's about 10 of them that come up. And quail, they have these funny little movements when they walk, and they have these little feathers coming out of the top of their head. They're quite amusing to watch. And it's we're very lucky that we have quail down there as well. That come up into our yard, up here to the top terrace, and eat a little bit of food from our feeder. So viewers, that's exactly what I wanted to show you today to give you an idea of what January is like on our island. And there's a view coming out over our seagull, Jonathan, of course. Why would we call him that? Is that plagiarism, Jonathan? I don't know. Well, you know what I'm talking about, Jonathan Livingston Seagull from years ago. If you're young, you'll have no freaking idea. Okay. Anyways, viewers, I'm going to turn the camera around here a little bit, and I just want to say, though, thank you so much for watching my Rob blog today, and for joining me on this little trip around our gardens here at Palm Villa. So have yourself a great day. Remember, love and joy be all around. And we'll see you next time on this Rob Blog. Bye.